Hey, JW here at work. Just got to my first spot. For those that follow my videos, you know that's the middle school. And getting out, I'm working alone today. I usually have a partner here. And she's actually the number one here. She's the one who does most of the important work. And I kind of just help her out, holding the traffic back for the buses, where she just gets the buses out and holds one side of the traffic and I get the other side. So today, when you're alone on this, it can be done, but it's a little tougher because you have to make certain both sides of the road are stopped, as opposed to depending on the other person to do that. And that's the important part, not letting the cars creep up too close to the area where the buses need to make their turn. I mentioned this once before, that a bus is like a truck, a semi-trailer, in the sense that they need to take a wide berth, and they need that space when they swing out. And a couple of people who've come too close have lost their mirrors, and I try to advise them when they do come close. I say, you need to pull in closer to the curb there, or you're going to lose your mirror. Oh, so I just say, fine. I just want it on record that I told you. And then when they lose their mirror, they want me to contact someone to get their mirror fixed. I tell them, not my job. I told you what you should do. You didn't do it. If you want to get your mirror fixed, I suggest you make the call. I don't think it's gonna work for you, but that's your business. You do what you want. I'm not trying to be a hard guy or anything. It's just, you try to be nice to people and tell them that, you're going to lose your mirror if you stay there too close. And sometimes you might even lose the side of your car. So, you got to respect bus drivers, because first of all, they're really good drivers, and they almost never take a mirror off or even hit someone. They come like within a millimeter sometimes, I swear. And the people in the car, you can see they're a little frightened, and I think they may wish they heeded my advice when the bus is making that close turn. So, but it is what it is. People today do what they want, and people all the time. I mean, that's another thing that kind of bothers me, I guess, is that, when I say people today, I don't mean, I keep moving this camera, folks. I apologize for that. I don't mean that people today are any worse than people were back in my day. They're not. Some people heed advice, other people, some people just don't like taking advice from anyone. They believe I'm in charge of my life, and that's the way it is. So anyway, I do the best I can, and I'll do the best I can today getting these people out, but it's like anything else. There's always that one. Most people are excellent. They stop, they play by the rules, they try to give you a break, and the rest, well, those occasional nitwits, they are what they are, and you just got to deal with them. So I try not to let that stuff bother me anymore. There was a time when I kind of had a bad temper, I have to admit, and I was younger then. And then I realized, you're reading the news about all kinds of, angry drivers, hurting each other and shooting each other. And one guy in my area, about 10 years ago, I guess, he was chasing someone who cut him off on an expressway, a highway, and he chased him like for 3 or 4 miles, and the guy who he was chasing pulled over to the side of the road, and the guy who was chasing him for 3 or 4 miles pulled over behind him, and as he got out of his car to approach the car he was chasing, pulled a crossbow out of the back of his wagon and shot the guy, killed him with the crossbow right through the heart. So, you never know how people are going to respond today, and anytime. And you also never know what's going on in people's lives, They may be having a terrible day, maybe someone in their family died, or is not doing well, or maybe they're not doing well, maybe they lost their job, or they're just having a generally bad day, bad week, bad month, bad year, so you never know what people are going through, and you don't want to test anyone's patience in today's world. So even when people come real close to me and blow through my stop, I just try to just bite my tongue and just say, you know what, maybe he's having a bad day, he or she, and just go from there. It's not worth the aggravation that it takes its toll on your mental health too. Your physical health too. You get angry, and in the last video, which was a real long video, by the way, I apologize for that. I don't usually go that long, but you watch it until you're no longer interested in it, and just or don't watch it, whatever you want. But I mentioned about self-care and taking care of yourself, and that's part of it. Is part of taking care of yourself is paying attention to your surroundings, and also before you act. Someone once said, count to 3 before you respond to a chaotic situation. And I think that's great advice, really, because 1, 100, 2, 100, 3, 100. Maybe I'll just let this one go because no one got hurt. And that's the key. Listen, I'm not a police officer. I'm not anyone important. People sometimes don't think they have to stop I'm just trying to get buses out, trying to cross children across on a crosswalk. I think that both of those are important safety items that need to be addressed, and that's all I want to do is keep everyone safe. I want to keep the bus drivers safe. I want to keep the students on the bus safe, and I want to keep the people approaching the crosswalk safe, the approaching cars. And sometimes again, today's world, because of our devices, people aren't always 100% focused on what they're doing. So, I try to give people a real heads up, and if I see them not slowing down, I can usually estimate if they're going to be able to stop. And if I don't think they are, I make sure the buses know not to come out yet, and I wave the person on, just go. And then sometimes they feel bad and they roll down the window. I say, don't worry about it, just go. Because as long as nobody gets hurt, that's the number one rule. Safety is our number one rule here, and that's what we do. Anyway, I see the buses down the road here, and they'll be approaching shortly. And I got to get ready to battle this alone. I'll do the buses, get the buses out, stop both sides of the road, and cross 3 crosswalks. I'm paying attention to 3 crosswalks, and hopefully everyone gets across safely. So far, I haven't lost anyone, and that's how many years have I been doing this? Since 2007 in 2 different towns. That's a pretty good record, and I intend to keep it that way. So anyway, take care. I'll talk to you soon. If I don't talk to you over the weekend, have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.